The Nerlin Nerds podcast is brought to you by What Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. Pulpery Media presents Nerlin Nerds with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the pop culture topics that interest us and those minor details that irritate us.
This show's really good.
Yeah.
I was worried at the beginning, like Jeremy said, that it was going to be like The Walking Dead, where it was more the aliens weren't, they were just background noise.
Yeah.
No, that's not the case. They're like the focal point, which is what it should be. And Timothy Olyphant is awesome.
But I mean, the cast for the most part is
Yeah,
is really
I don't
good.
know who any of them are.
As it should be. Like, it's a TV show, so it's...
Well, Romulus was like that, except Dora the Explorer.
Well, and our girl from Alex Garland movies.
Oh, yeah, her.
Yeah. But I really like it. Like, we are 3 episodes in, and I keep expecting it to get kind of, I don't know, like off the rails or something, but I love it that they're going, and Romulus was the same way, that they went old school and they put a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
And it's not like, not CGI, and it's not over the top, and, two people, one's like the legs, the other one's the arms, and it barely moves.
So they're babies, I want to say. Hold on. I wanted to pull up the timeline just so I have it in front of me.
Well, it's
All right, there we go.
it's after it's after the prequels, but it's before Alien.
Prometheus, Covenant, Earth, Alien, Isolation. Which one was that?
That's a video game.
Romulus, then Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. So you're
Yeah.
right. It's right after the first two,
Yeah.
the prequels, as it were. Okay.
Which I mean, we could get into the lore in a minute, but
Yeah. So we could, and we'll be here all fucking night with the lore. But where they're at makes sense because there's still multiple corporations.
correct, yeah.
Where we know once we get to the aliens timeline, it's Weyland Yutani.
Well, and there was also,
Go ahead.
it wasn't a plot hole because they answer quote unquote a distress call, but there's also there was always that element in Alien where Ash is talking to Mother, which is via Weyland Yutani, and
Correct.
going like, well, how did they know about, like, why are they wanting to collect an alien species, that kind of a thing. Well,
Now,
right, we should get that answer of like, well, they know that there are these things out there.
right now they understand.
Yeah.
And because of where this falls on the timeline, yeah, I mean it's right before.
Right, so any one of their ships that's out there that's close to LV 541.
What do they call those ships? Mining ships.
Yeah, but they have like they have like colonizing ships, mining ships.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But anything Weyland Yutani is that if you get anything in that area, they're going to land and either investigate it or collect
Right.
samples. So it's like, well, how did that get put up on their radar? Because David's clearly not transmitting anymore.
No.
Back
no,
to
And here-
Weyland.
So
But I think
2093, 20. So this is literally 16 years after Covenant
yeah.
in the year wise.
And I think this should be a
Wow.
nice way to sort of bridge that without having to have one last prequel
That
of like,
conversation, yeah, it's like
because like clearly they've collected David's final version.
what did they call them?
What?
The architects.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's what they were called, like the Prometheus
Yeah.
aliens,
right,
whatever you want to call them.
right. But
There's
remember,
Seth Rollins.
they just had the goo, and
Right.
then it's
That's why they're called the Architects.
right, and then David's the one who keeps using, and that's where like Covenant was part of that, where he was using Naomi Rapace's character to keep regenerating and regenerating, and then that's when he gets that colony ship that he's going to have all the people he wants to
Gestate.
refine his
impregnate
product, yeah,
To, yeah.
which is what I assume is what they've picked up, which is like fucking crazy though
Especially
too.
after episode 3, the way episode 3
Yeah.
ended was, let's see what this thing really does, because we know they know there's the gestation period in the chest. Which one of them said they saw it?
Oliphant.
Oliphant,
Yeah.
right? He was like, I saw it happen. That's
Yeah.
how a couple
Or where he saw the body
right
in
here.
in the sleep chamber.
Yeah. And because you're right, he said from the inside, so he knows. Now he's doing what scientists do, and he's testing hypothesis that this thing is the face sucker.
Yeah.
Oh, autopsies on face suckers, fucking Christ! And he literally pulled out the
What?
embryo.
It's two hands with a vagina in the middle.
Yes, that's what it is, and it's like the vagina then has a penis.
Correct. Yeah. Like a whale penis.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, if I'm part of like the script team, is like, yeah, I mean, like the button here is that they, and that's what I love too, is that yes, like the xenomorph is on the ship when it crash landeds, talking like my students, lands.
It landed,
It's-
yo. Sorry, go.
You heard, but the
Nah, man. That's more Jacob Fatu.
yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get off track.
No, we're not.
But what I love is that yeah, in collecting their specimens, they didn't collect the xenomorph; they just collected eggs, and one opened.
Yes. Which I'm glad. Did we know prior to this, in any of the other movies, that it was a human that these things sensed? Or it was never stated because everybody was a fucking human? I'm only talking the eggs, because the eggs are waiting to find an organism that they can latch on to.
An organic organism,
Right.
Yeah, I would say this is the first time I recall
That they broached
like
the
a
subject.
synth is walking past eggs.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
just making sure, because I don't.
I mean, it makes all the sense in the world, but you know,
Yeah, Dave.
I say that we're talking about face.
Well, I was going to say, well,
Proto-xenomorph.
David walked through them, but I don't believe he did. I don't believe David in the prequels.
Well, and it might have been a way. No, boy. So he had that egg chamber where Billy Crudup got attacked. Mm-hmm. You're right. And that might have been a way that he was able to. As weird as it's going to sound, like connect. Like remember that there's the time where he's holding his hands up and
Well, I was going to get to that because
the
Wendy
exomorph.
Wendy seems to have some kind of connection, like
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver and let's just say it.
Resurrection. Yeah.
Yeah, not one of the best. Well,
Good
that's-
idea.
That's the Fincher
Poorly.
one, right?
No, that was 3.
The Fincher one was good.
Yeah. It grows on you over time. Like at first everybody was like, "Oh, it's garbage," but it also helped that Resurrection came out afterwards.
Right, and it was
And
like,
that one
okay,
was like,
really bad.
it wasn't a Rennie Harlan movie, but it was like a Rennie Harlan movie.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
Good
it was
idea,
bad.
but poorly executed.
And I've seen all of these movies
Yeah.
billions and billions of times.
Because they're fun.
I watched Alien. Never mind. Go ahead. So yes, them. You were just saying it, mixing all of the lore and what we know into this isolated ship that, ball that landed in
Right.
a neighbor's yard,
Just now mine.
which is now mine. What do you say? First of all, a ship is not a play. It's not a. Doesn't matter. I will never do it justice like
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant. But yeah, they're bringing all of the lore into it, and I like what you're saying is the button, like them saying, bridging the gap, as it were,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
inception of we know what David was working to create to this.
Right.
And it just so happened that one of their mining vessels, whatever vessels, just crash landed on Earth.
Well, no, that wasn't a mining vessel. That was
A research and develop. Oh no,
Yeah.
this was
they went out to pick up those specimens.
not a search and rescue, but yeah, an
Yeah, I mean-
R&D ship.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, because they're not into like scientific exploration.
Right,
It's about how they can use it to their benefit.
right. It's the R&D floor in Severance.
Right.
That's what it is. Yeah, man. I love the, and I'm gonna say this a lot. The actors who play the kids who are now grown adults. Okay,
So
just
the hybrids. Yeah.
the actors
Yeah.
having to play an 11-year-old, right? As adults
Yeah.
are, because that's a fine, like you can go Tom Hanks in Big.
Or Forrest Gump.
Right. Like there's like you've got about this much space to and they do a fantastic job. Like,
They make it believable. You
Right.
believe it's a child's mind in an adult
right.
body.
Just the little things they do, like being scared of things, repeating things all the time, like just being awkward,
yeah.
you know, and then being manipulated, like your boy was at the end of episode 3. You know, because what 11-year-old doesn't want just a friend?
Yeah. Or to be the teacher's pet.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well done. I don't know how many episodes there are. They going along? Oh no, because they're not putting it on TV proper. It's only streaming, right? It's only a streaming
Well,
thing.
it's on FX. I mean, again, that's why it's.
I don't think they put it on FX proper though. I think it's just FX.
But right now they have it listed for 8 episodes.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a limited run, huh?
Well, but the showrunner said, I think they're doing it as a test. So it'll be one of those where probably episode 8 it'll wrap up very nicely. Mm-hmm. Maybe leave a couple of questions open, and then if they get renewed, then it's like okay, like
I'm gonna need
balls to the
questions
wall.
answered after they introduced Mrs. Yatani.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna need lots. It could be only because it's weird that we know the end game, or not the end game, but like the corporate wars, as it were.
yeah.
Like we kind of know where things stand in 170 years. We'll call it. Actually, the time between Alien Earth and OG Alien is only 2 years.
Right, yeah. Right,
By
so
the time
this,
we get to
this puts everything on the map.
So do we know other corporations exist in the Aliens timeline?
Well, that's what I was going to say, is that all I recall is the only one you ever hear about is Weyland-Yutani.
Correct.
I don't think they've ever really gone into that. And then
into any other of the corporations.
and then there's these other theories, because it's Ridley Scott, is that, now granted, the other property is by a completely different writer.
Blade
but,
Runner, right?
Right.
Yeah, we talked about that
Is
last
that
week.
is this like post Blade Runner, in which replicants have become accepted and da da da,
But
and
they've been sent to, wait for it,
Right.
mining colonies
right.
off planet.
right.
And corporations. God, what is the name of that fucking corporation? I can't remember. The one from Blade Runner. I'll remember it in 10 minutes.
yeah. Fuck you.
And it's more the guy's name.
yeah. Yeah, it's like Stag.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you're right. The following segment has been brought to you by Whatever Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. The Nerla Nerds podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.